Good morning, YouTube fans. It's Dr. Matthew Johnson. Excuse me. It is Sunday morning, August 22nd, 2021 at 9:51 in the morning, and I'm not driving to work. So, we are here at our new property somewhere in the state of Washington. And we're not going to disclose our location other than to say we're in the state of Washington. But if you should ever decide to want to come to one of our Camp Xanue events, we'll let you know how to get here. We are going to have our inaugural Camp Xanue event at our new property in the state of Washington on the weekend of September 11th, Saturday, September 11th, Sunday the 12th, and Monday the 13th. And if you're coming in from out of state or driving from far, far away, you can arrive on Friday, so you're not late on Saturday. So anyway, it's going to be the weekend of September 11th, 12th, and 13th. So if you want to come, get a hold of us, and we'll let you know how to get here, somewhere here in the state of Washington. But we had some friends over from the state of Oregon, where Cynthia and I grew up. And so we are going to shoot our first ever testimonial video from our new home, because some of you out there are going, how are they going to have something going on there? They had everything going at their other home, and why are they switching homes? And or is any Xanue going to be there? Look, everywhere we've gone, they're there. They're here. We've had all kinds of interaction so far, so we're going to see what happened with ourselves over this weekend. It was pretty cool. And we're going to start off with my wonderful, awesome, fantastic, super duper wife.
Well, with an introduction like that, I'm hard pressed. I had no concerns about whether or not they would be here because, as Matt said, everywhere we go, they are there. Plus, they've been talking to us about the fact that they're looking forward to us being here, and they were looking forward to, in some cases, being back here. So the first night, we were not as familiar with the area, so we got down to the night sit area with only minor mishaps. Lots of lights, lots of fluctuations in ambient light, a lot of the shimmering energy. But then for me, last night really picked up. I think Friday night we're just really exhausted. Last night, heard two sets of footsteps in the woods down below the area we were facing, moving from our left to our right. I saw Zorth's outline briefly when he first showed up, and then lost it, couldn't see him anymore. But I was seeing a lot of the red energy that I have not been able to see for a while. And then I didn't really see them, but I could feel that Sorbo was on my left, and I kind of guessed that probably if she was there, her mate Dracun would also be there. So I poked Matt and I said, am I right? And he confirmed that they were standing to my left. So I could feel them last night, very close, very present. At night I sleep so hard I just don't experience anything once I climb in my cot. But last night with the night sit, it was pretty spectacular.
Awesome. Thank you, babe. Now, our two guests from the state of Oregon, a father-daughter team, beginning with the daughter. First name and where are you from?
All right, my name is Jamie, and I'm from Scappoose, Oregon.
Scappoose, Oregon. There's the
Because I
name.
don't like to claim to be from there. I live there. Okay, so we came up Friday, and we actually went to the current property, and we had a few things happen there as we kind of walked around, waited for Matt and Cynthia. We heard some strange noises, I don't know if they were tree rubbings or what, but we found one of the X's that we took a picture at, and as soon as I said, "Ooh, we should take our picture in front of this," some weird noises started to happen, and we couldn't quite figure out where they were coming from, so that was pretty cool. We came here to do the night sit. There were a lot of light flashes, a lot of change in the light fluctuation. I saw a lot of, I guess small orbs, or I almost want to say sparkles. They were so quick and small. I saw lots of different colors. I saw some red. I thought I would saw some shadows moving. I thought maybe something touched my foot, but I'm not 100% sure. I felt like I saw a lot in our first night sit. When we laid down the first night, I thought I heard something clacking on the house, like a piece of plastic vent or something, but looking around for it, I couldn't find it. Same thing happened last night, and I heard it on the other side of the house after I moved my cot, so it followed me. Last night at the night sit, let's see, I don't feel like I saw quite as much. I do feel like I saw the outline of Zorth. I didn't see as many of the lights, but I did see lights here and there. I didn't see as much of the red eye, but I saw the shimmer. So I was able to see that, the mirage shimmer, and then I definitely felt some zaps on my leg. I heard a branch right behind my chair, like somebody had stepped there and was behind me. Let's see what else. Definitely saw some movements, but it was different than the night before. So although I felt like I wasn't seeing all the lights, I definitely was feeling different energy. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Definitely some weird sounds, a lot more sounds last night. And so what they were, I don't know, but yeah.
Okay. Now I have to ask you a little question. Is this guy really your father?
I don't know, we sure do look a lot alike.
Okay. Okay. Last but not least, hello, Dad.
Hello,
First name and where are you from?
Jim from Warren, Oregon.
Welcome.
Thank you.
See or hear anything?
Yeah, started out slow. Like Jamie said at the first home, we had some noises. Couldn't figure them out. That was fun, though, to think of what it could be. Then we came over here. We did the night sit. I didn't see any of the red or a lot of the stuff they were seeing, but I was seeing, it seemed to more shadows or blobs, and you'd see it and look away, and all of a sudden you could bring it back. I did get tapped on the lower leg on the calf, pretty distinctive. A lot of little shimmering lights that catch your eyes. Light changes, like they say. So that wasn't a lot, but it was enough to keep me interested. So then we made it through the night. Not a lot happening. We were expecting rain. We were sleeping out under the stars, and it did start to drizzle pretty good. So we put the cots underneath of the overhang, went back to sleep, and all of a sudden I heard footsteps behind my daughter's head, and it was like it walked behind her and gonna come between us, but it stopped. So I only heard like 3 or 4 footsteps, and that was it. It was done. A lot of weird noises in the forest that you can't really describe. So that was the first night. Second night on the night sit, a lot more action. Just right off of the bat, where Matt said he was seeing Zorth, I adjusted my eyes and I got him. Beautiful image of him. I mean, I could almost picture him completely. And a couple other things would come and go through the forest. I was seeing the shimmering light, the light changes. And then we started playing some music, and Jamie put on a really good song. And I looked up at Zorth, and I could see another figure that had joined him, very distinctive, and it was like they were dancing together. And the whole time we were playing music, I could picture both of them doing their dance moves. Slow but nice. And finally, when the music stopped, the second person or Xanue disappeared, but Zorth was still there. I had something touch my calf again. I have neuropathy, and in my right foot, just shortly after that, the neuropathy just in the middle of the foot, just a super sharp pain, which I've never felt before. Lasted for about 5 seconds, went away, and I questioned him about it, and it didn't happen again. And just shortly after that, I thought Matt tapped my leg, but I thought I saw something fall off of it. So I don't know if something tapped my leg or if I had a pebble or something hit my leg on my left knee. So that was exciting. We saw a lot of lights, a lot of shimmering. So to speed it up, we go to the sleep. We're sleeping in a different area than what we were. Matt and Cynthia's in
You
the
guys
same
were
spot.
sleeping over here,
Yeah.
and Cynthia and I were sleeping right in this area
and
where
we
you
did
guys
hear
were sitting.
murmurings last night. I forgot
Oh,
about that.
yes. In
the
in
gibberish,
Yeah, we heard murmurings. I
in
forgot
the
all about it.
night sit, we were hearing gibbering, a lot of gibbering going on in the forest just to the right to us, and it almost type thing.
Were they squirrels?
No. It was couldn't explain it, but it was definitely like a jabber or some kind of a conversation going on.
So
We heard it
language,
several
some
times.
kind of
Yeah, some
language.
kind of
Yeah.
language.
Okay.
And that kept me real glued to that.
Mm-hmm.
So we went ahead and we went to bed, and everything was good. And had to listen to Matt snore like a freight train.
That was Jamie.
Jamie,
It was
okay.
Jamie.
Always.
You're
So-
gonna kill them with walks and
Right?
snoring.
Sleeping very well. I have a shirt that I put over the top of my head so my bald head doesn't get cold back there. And the rest of me in the sleeping bag and very comfortable, but just enough opening for my mouth and nose to breathe air. And something kind of woke me up, and I heard a door, so I was thinking maybe somebody used the restroom. And I look, and I heard my daughter's cot kind of making some noises. So I looked at her to see if she was fidgeting, and she wasn't. So I looked over towards Matt, and I saw a figure. And I'm like, what the heck? And so I adjusted my eyes, and standing over the top of Matt, leaning just a little bit over, was probably a 4.5 foot figure. It was definite. It wasn't a blurb. It wasn't a
Shimmering
image. It was like a child was standing there overlooking the top of Matt's head.
Solid figure.
Solid figure.
Yeah.
I saw legs, feet,
Yeah,
arms,
yeah.
head. I didn't see a face though. What happened is that I was just like, oh my God, I'm finally seeing what I've always wanted to see, but I'm seeing a little guy instead of the big guy. And it was nice because it didn't scare me. I was afraid the first time I saw one it would frighten me. So I wanted to get a better look at it, so I raised my head up a couple inches, and I think it sensed that I spotted it, and its whole body kind of turned to the right to look at me, and it just kind of turned to the left, took a couple steps, and just disappeared. And I'm like, Matt, wake up, there's something over the top of your head. And he just grumbled and went right back to sleep.
Yeah. I heard you yell my name and then I was out.
And then I laid there, and I'm like, well, what if it was Cynthia that went to the bathroom? Maybe I caught her getting up, going in there. So I waited for her to come back out so I could see her figure as she was walking through the light of the sky, and definitely not Cynthia. So I felt better that I didn't confuse her with a Bigfoot person. It was exciting, very exciting. And then my daughter's bed started making all kinds of popping and weird noises again, her cot. And I'm like, what the heck is she doing? So I said, well, I'll look to see if she's restless. And if she is, I'll wake her up and see if I can help. I thought I saw a big blob in the corner just above her head. And I looked several times, and after a couple minutes, the blob was gone, but so was the noise. Now, I couldn't get it as a figure or anything, but there was definitely something black and big standing behind her. So that was exciting too. And then I rolled over and went back to sleep and thought I was a pretty lucky guy. So we got up this morning and enjoying our stories. And we want to thank Matt and Cynthia for the letting us come out this weekend, being the first guest. Feel very special on that. They got a gorgeous place.
Share their
Very
new place with
excited.
us. It's amazing. Thank
Yeah,
you.
very amazing. And we've had a wonderful time. And I'm sure we get to experience a little bit more than a lot of people because it's just one-on-one. And we've had an extremely good time here this weekend.
A lot of
And
fun.
thank
A lot
them
of fun.
very,
Thank you.
very much.
Good. Glad you enjoyed it.
So thanks once again.
You're welcome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We're here. We haven't even moved yet. We're squatting actually at our old home, which officially belongs to somebody else. But in the contract, we get to be squatters until August 31st at midnight. So we have some time to move our stuff from there to here. But somewhere in the state of Washington, by the way. We'll let you know where if you ever want to come to camp. Anyway, they're here. Everywhere we've gone, they've been here. Wherever here happens to be, wherever we've gone. Get it? Anyway, they're here. And we're looking forward to entertaining all our family, friends, and guests as you travel somewhere in the state of Washington to get here. And don't forget, the weekend of the 11th, 12th, and 13th of September, we're going to have our inaugural Camp Xanue event. And so we'd like to see you here. We're going to have a big crowd of people. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're on top of our own little mountain with 61 acres. So there's lots of places to explore and to put your cot up. You can be as close to the house as you want or as far away as you want. We have quads where we can haul your gear out to a more distant area to sleep. So I want to thank our guest. Thank you for coming. It's been fun.
Thank you very much.
Been fun. Any last departing words of wisdom? Anything else you want to share, babe, before we sign off?
No, but I'm just looking forward to seeing all of you here eventually.
Okay. There you have it. Cynthia, a woman of many words. Can't shut her up. Okay. Love you guys. Hope to see you here soon. We are excited to be here. Love you. Bye. Dr. J over and out.